as I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stress.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Detroit Lions. Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And off we go from Oakland. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this win is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first. To file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
A very solid gain of 27. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Shotgun now for Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
And Detroit getting set to go now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll run it here with Moore. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Stafford looks to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing is Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Roberts with it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
A first throw for the backup Cook. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cook. Got an open man. It's Aikman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Again, it's Martin. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third down, it's Doug Martin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Doug Martin, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Castle going to throw for the first time since coming on. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw is Cook. To throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Now Castle. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Leopard. Leopard.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Leopard. Leopard.
On second down, Washington. And a short gain down to about the 33. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Castle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They start the drive with Martin. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now Cook. A final shot before break. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Jamal Agnew now to return it. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now again, this is Abdullah. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
His throw incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Cook on 3rd and 2. And he finds a man. It's Martin. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first, here's Washington. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now Cook. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
To return, here's Agnew. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Left side completion to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Castle now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a 1st down. On 1st down, Abdullah. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On second down, Martin. He finds an opening past the 40. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Cook now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give to Martin. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Raiders on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Cook now. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Detroit getting set to go now. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Castle now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A handoff to Abdullah. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're going to look to throw. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run. It's Washington. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Yeah, on 4th and inches, you've got to be quick with your decision-making when you're running the football. You've got to find the hole and go. And he does a nice job here picking up the first down with a few yards to spare.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Throwing, Cook. He sets to fire deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Here's Cook, throwing on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play.
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Cook now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. Cook. He's going to fire one deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.